Hello everyone, welcome to Busy Arc, your one-stop to more knowledge. Today we're diving deep, and I mean deep, into the world of professional sports. We're talking about the big leagues, the best of the best, the ones who are cashing in big time. Forget about the love of the game, folks. We're talking about the love of money. We're breaking down the top 5 highest paying sports on average. That's right, average. We're talking about the kind of money most of us only dream about. So buckle up, because this is going to be good. First up, we got basketball, the NBA, the National Basketball Association, where dreams are made and bank accounts are filled to the brim. Now, I don't need to tell you that these guys are athletes of the highest caliber. They train day in and day out, pushing their bodies to the limit. They're giants on the court, but they're also giants in their bank accounts. Their success on the hardwood translates directly to financial success. We're talking about average salaries that would make your head spin. The kind of money that most people can only dream of. And when I say average, I mean average. Even the lower tier players are making a fortune. We're talking millions of dollars a year just to step onto that court. Millions. It's a staggering amount of money. And then you got your LeBron Jameses, your Stephen Currys. These guys are superstars, the elite of the elite. They are the faces of the league. They're not just raking in millions on the court, they're talking endorsements, shoe deals, the whole 9 yards. Their influence extends far beyond basketball. LeBron James, for example, is estimated to be worth over $1 billion. $1 billion. That's an astronomical figure. That's more than some small countries. It's hard to wrap your head around that kind of wealth. These guys are at the top of their game, and they're getting paid like it. Their dedication and skill are rewarded handsomely. They're global icons, their faces are everywhere, and their bank accounts are laughing all the way to the bank. Their marketability is off the charts. But it's not just the superstars, folks. The league is filled with talent from top to bottom. Even the role players, the guys coming off the bench, they're making more money than most of us will see in a lifetime. That's the NBA, baby. It's a league of opportunity. It's a league where talent meets opportunity, and the results are financially spectacular. Young players dream of draft night, where their lives can change forever. Now, some people might say, Stephen A., they're just playing a game. But it's so much more than that. And you know what I say to that? I say they're playing a game at a level most of us can't even comprehend. It's a blend of art and athleticism. They're putting in the work, the dedication, the blood, sweat and tears. They deserve every penny. Their commitment is unparalleled. They're entertainers, they're athletes, they're global icons, and they're getting paid like it. Their influence is felt worldwide. They're global icons, their faces are everywhere, and their bank accounts are laughing all the way to the bank. Their marketability is off the charts. The NBA, folks, it's where dreams come true, and those dreams come with a hefty paycheck. It's the ultimate stage for basketball talent. Next up, we're talking about the gridiron, the NFL, the National Football League, where dreams are made and legends are born. Football, America's game, and let me tell you something, it's a cash cow. The excitement, the energy, the sheer spectacle of it all, it's unmatched. These guys are putting their bodies on the line week in and week out, and they're getting paid handsomely for it. The physical toll is immense, but so are the rewards. We're talking about some of the most lucrative contracts in all of professional sports. Multi-year deals worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, these guys are pulling in tens of millions of dollars a year. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, and that's just their salaries. We haven't even talked about endorsements yet. These players are marketing gold mines. These guys are walking billboards, and companies are lining up to throw money at them. From apparel to tech gadgets, they endorse it all. From cars to insurance to soft drinks, if you can name it. An NFL player is probably endorsing it. Their influence extends far beyond the field. But it's not just the quarterbacks, folks. Every position has its stars and its payday. Even the linemen, the guys in the trenches, they're making a pretty penny. Their contributions are invaluable. The NFL understands that every player on that field is important and they're compensated accordingly. It's a team effort and everyone gets their share. Now, some people might say, Stephen A., the NFL is dangerous. And they'd be right. These guys are putting their bodies on the line. Every game, every play is a risk of injury. And you know what I say to that? They know the risks and they're willing to take them. The preparation, the training, it's all part of the game. They're modern-day gladiators and they're being rewarded for their bravery. The thrill of victory, the agony of defeat, it's all part of the spectacle. The NFL is a business and business is booming. The league generates billions in revenue each year. These guys are the product and they're a hot commodity. Fans adore them and brands want to be associated with them. So the next time you watch a football game, remember this. Those guys are playing for more than just the love of the game. They're playing for generational wealth. Their success on the field translates to prosperity of it. Now we're going international, folks. We're talking about soccer, the world's game. It's not just a sport, it's a global obsession that unites people from all walks of life. And let me tell you something, the world is paying attention. From the bustling streets of Rio de Janeiro to the quiet villages in Africa, soccer is everywhere. Soccer is a global phenomenon with billions of fans worldwide, and the money in the sport is astronomical. We're talking about a multi-billion-dollar industry that spans continents. We're talking about players like Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. These guys are global icons and their salaries reflect that. They're not just athletes, they are superstars who have transcended the sport. They're earning more money than most of us will see in a lifetime, and they're doing it with their feet. Their skills on the field translate to massive paychecks and even bigger endorsement deals. These guys are the epitome of athleticism, skill and marketing genius. They train tirelessly, perfecting their craft, and the world takes notice. They're not just athletes, they're brands. Their influence extends beyond the pitch, impacting fashion, culture and even politics, and the world is buying what they're selling. From jerseys to shoes, merchandise flies off the shelves, contributing to the sport's immense economic impact. But it's not just the Messis and Ronaldos of the world, folks. The sport's wealth trickles down to many levels. Even the average soccer player is making a very comfortable living. They might not be household names, but they are still earning impressive salaries. The top leagues in Europe are paying their players top dollar and the endorsements are rolling in. From local brands to international giants, everyone wants a piece of the action. Now, some people might say, Stephen A., soccer is boring. They argue that the game lacks excitement. They run around for 90 minutes and barely score. But that's missing the point entirely. And you know what I say to that. You're not seeing the bigger picture. You're watching the wrong game. Soccer is about more than just goals. It's about the build-up, the strategy, and the sheer skill on display. Soccer is a game of strategy, skill, and passion. Every pass, every tackle, every moment is filled with intensity and purpose. It's a beautiful game, and the world recognizes that. The passion of the fans, the artistry of the players, it's all part of what makes soccer so special. So the next time you see a soccer game on TV, don't change the channel. Give it a chance and you might just find yourself hooked. You might be missing out on the most exciting and lucrative sport in the world. Soccer is more than a game. It's a global phenomenon that brings people together and creates unforgettable moments. Tennis, folks, tennis. It's a sport of elegance, precision and big money. We're talking about major tournaments like Wimbledon, the US Open, the French Open. These events are steeped in tradition, prestige and massive prize money. We're talking about players like Roger Federer, Serena Williams. These guys are legends, icons, and they're laughing all the way to the bank. They're not just winning championships, they're winning millions of dollars in prize money alone. And let's not forget about the endorsements. Tennis players are some of the most marketable athletes in the world, and companies are tripping over themselves to sign them to deals. But it's not just the Federers and Williamses of the world, folks. Even the lower-ranked players are making a good living. The ATP and WTA tours offer a global platform for players to compete for prize money and endorsements. Now, some people might say, Stephen A., tennis is a rich person's sport. And you know what I say to that? You don't need a silver spoon in your mouth to pick up a racket. Tennis is a sport for everyone, and the opportunities for wealth are there for those who are willing to put in the work. Last but not least, we're talking about the sweet science, boxing. This is a sport where fortunes are made and lost in a single night. We're talking about pay-per-view events, championship bouts, the thrill of victory, the agony of defeat, and the potential for life-changing money. We're talking about fighters like Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez. These guys are the best of the best, and they're getting paid accordingly. Mayweather, for example, is nicknamed Money for a reason. He's earned over $1 billion in his career, and he's done it one fight at a time. Now, some people might say, Stephen A., boxing is barbaric. It's two guys beating each other up. And you know what I say to that? It's two highly skilled athletes engaging in a battle of strength, speed, and strategy. It's a sport that demands respect, and those who reach the pinnacle of the sport are rewarded handsomely. So there you have it, folks. The top 5 highest paying sports in the world. These athletes are at the top of their game, and they're being compensated accordingly. They're entertainers, they're athletes, they're global icons, and they're making a killing. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content on the world of sports and beyond. See you next time.